This is Canadian Screen Award and an Emmy, and I think that these two make pretty good bookends.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful. They're so beautiful, and this guy is really heavy. Feel it. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at Authentic Studios in downtown Toronto with the creator of Guidestones, Jay Ferguson. What has it been like for you winning an Emmy Award and a CSA?
Well, it's been a thrill for sure. You know, Guidestones has been incredibly successful the first season, and it was just this tiny little thing that we essentially concocted here at the studio. It was just a small project with a very limited budget, but and you know, we did a lot of stuff. We did some pretty interesting things, and frankly, we didn't know whether it would be anybody would be interested in any of it because a lot of it is quite unusual. But yeah, and then it just ended up we over the course of a year were nominated for or won 25 international awards. In Canada, we won a Digi, a Rocky, and a CSA, which is like I consider like the triple crown for digital media in this country. And then of course we won an Emmy, an international Emmy, which was like mind blowing. I still kind of can't believe it. It's incredible the success that it's had. Yeah.
And so much of this series is based on reality, the Guidestones being a real thing in Georgia and various plot points like the poisoning of a water supply. So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process and where you're drawing the information from for the series?
Well, the first season was very much based on the experiences of a woman that I actually met, and based around the Guidestones, and so it really inspired me to tell that story, and it was really based in reality. And because of all the different elements and the interactive elements in the story, the fact is that you know, I was taking things from reality and meshing it into our fiction, you know, and that has been how Guidestones works all the way through season 1 and season 2. So the fact is that the stories that you hear, the things that they uncover are things that actually happened. And in fact, even the places that they go to are all real places. It's been extremely important for us to actually shoot in the locations that we're saying that we're going to. So we don't fake it. We don't go to like a street in Toronto and shoot it as New York. Like we actually go and shoot it in New York. So there's a scene that takes place in Grand Central Station, like in Grand Central Station. Like we're not, you know, just trying to shoot behind it or around it. It's like we go to these places because that's where these events take place.
And tell me a little bit about how the interactive component has changed from the first season to the second season.
Well, so, I mean, one of the things that was very unique about the first season is that we had this interactive element. So every episode ends with a cliffhanger, and then somewhere within that episode we would hide a clue. So it could be the license plate on a car, and if you Google that, it would take you to something that we built and that we seeded, and there's, you know, it allows you to kind of get ahead of the protagonists a little bit. So it could be a video, it could be a website with special information on it, and it was like quite extensive, 30, 40 websites spread across you know, our sort of story universe. Season 2 is the same, but it's actually we've made it less hinging. I mean, so at the end of every episode in season 2, there's usually something that you can search, but it's not as the story doesn't hinge on it as much. What we've done is that we've hidden clues all the way through the episode, so it's like you can kind of like on a second screen follow along as the story's going, and anytime you see something, you can certainly, you know, Google it and find stuff as you're going along. So it's meant to be, rather than watching an episode, stopping and Googling that thing, seeing what it is, searching it, and then go on to the next one. It's kind of slightly different in the way that you're supposed to be second screening it in a way and searching things as you go along, you know, which it's a subtle difference, but it's a big difference actually, because it allows for the episodes to flow even more. So the episodes you can just watch from 1 to 18 all the way through in a sense without stopping, but you can be kind of doing the stuff on the side.
And as someone who's had so much success in the digital arena of making content, where do you see the future of digital going?
Oh man, that's a tough question. That's a really tough question, and that's a thing that our whole industry is trying to figure out right now. I mean, the fact is that I actually think that, if you want to talk digital and if you want to just talk about storytelling, I mean, we do some interactive elements, but the fact is that, what's happening is that a lot of people are trying to create content and distribute it online. And when I first got into this, I thought, okay, like, we'll just make stuff and we'll put it online and audiences will watch it. But there's a key missing ingredient there, and that is the promotion and the platform that has the eyeballs to show it to, because you can put something out on the internet, it doesn't mean anybody's going to watch it. So what I'm really finding now, or what it seems is happening, is that digital content is really no different than traditional television. It still requires a broadcaster. It still requires somebody to push the content to audiences. So for instance, Guidestones is going to be on, or this first season is, and the second season will be next week on CTV Extend platform, which is a platform they just started a couple of months ago, and it's a platform specifically made for audiences to watch content, original content, online. And so we're finding that broadcasters all over the world are starting to do this. I mean, it's still just an experiment. Nobody really knows how it's going to work or if it's going to be successful. But the fact is that, everybody's trying to experiment and figure out how that is. So, I mean, my sense is that it's going to be very much like it's always been. It's just going to be shaped and slightly differently, I mean, if you look at something like the success of Netflix, they're creating essentially digital content, and it's like they're just a different type of broadcast platform, that's all.
And where's the best place for us to find out more information on you and on Guidestones online?
Well, if you want to know more about Guidestones, go to guidestones.org. The show is on CTV Extend, so you can go there as well and watch it. But if you want to go to guidestones.org, there'll be a link that'll take you to CTV Extend to watch it. And both seasons are going to be available as of the 15th of July. Okay. Well, actually, I'm sorry. The first season is available already. You can go watch it right now, which is a good idea. People are watching it and getting ready for the second season, which is amazing. And then the second season will be available on the 15th.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on all of your success, and best of luck with season 2 and season 3 and season 4 and the many to come.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming to see us and your support throughout the whole project.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.
An Emmy, and I think that these two make pretty good bookends.
Yeah.
But they're beautiful. They're so beautiful, and this guy is really heavy. Feel it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And this is pretty gorgeous. It's pretty awesome. I frankly, I see it every day. It's here in the office, and I see it every day. And every day I go by and I look at it, and I'm kind of mystified that's ours, I can't believe it. And we were the first to win this category, Canadian Screen Award, and so when it turned into the Canadian Screen Awards, we were nominated and won in our category, the first time it was ever given out. So I feel so proud of that,
Yeah.
And just to be recognized by the Academy in Canada is just like
amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well.
What a great year.
Cool.
Yeah.